Welcome back to Dragon Ball FighterZ episode 16. We're going to keep using Krillin, get some more practicing with him. So what makes Krillin so strong is that he has that rock which lets you artificially extend combos or interrupt attacks that would normally be safe for your opponent through proper timing. And his ability to throw Senzu beans, particularly his ability to throw Senzu beans to people who aren't even in play. Being able to throw a Senzu bean to somebody who's on your back row who has a lot of blue bar and just basically instantly heal them up is amazing. And while it doesn't happen a whole lot, it happening at all can be a big deal. Looks like this person is just going to let it time out. So I think Krillin's very underutilized for how good he is. I think too many people are playing Gohan and Goku Black because they have combos that are really, really good that everybody already knows how to execute, and they just do the combo over and over and over again, which is an effective way to win in the short term. But I feel like you don't get good at playing a game by executing a single combo repeatedly. Because if you ever run up against somebody who knows how to prevent you from getting that first hit in the combo and never lets you have it, then you've got nothing. And right now that's not a big deal because the game is new and there hasn't been a whole lot of time for people to develop the meta yet, but I think over time Gohan's and Goku Black's are going to be toned down quite a bit, just because everyone is fighting them all the time. If you have to fight them all the time, you're obviously going to learn how to fight them, or you're just always going to lose. So, like, Gohan is like the character that I'm the best at beating. As long as I can avoid getting hit, I can just do a ton of damage to Gohans because I have lots of practice with it. Like I know how to keep hitting Gohan repeatedly. And so every time I run into anybody who's not as good at Gohan as someone else I've been playing against, like, they're like, oh, I got Gohan, I'm gonna do good, and then they just kind of get stomped on because I can use a character that they're not familiar with to just keep hitting them repeatedly over and over and over again. Which is the weakness of picking the character that everybody plays. The more people play it, the more practice everyone has at fighting it, and the better prepared everyone is to fight you. Like, as far as I can tell, nobody plays Krillin, except for me, and even I only kind of play Krillin. I just picked him up a while ago. So, this guy let us time out last time. We'll give him another chance, because otherwise this will turn into a video of me talking about my perceived meta of the game as someone who doesn't look up the meta of games. And he's letting us time out again. So I think we'll not accept matches from AI Pal anymore. And hopefully we'll get a match from somebody. Like, I don't know. Apparently this is not a very popular time to be playing the game. but we're not getting anybody. But I think this game has a really hard to define tier list. Due to the fact that there's multiple different. Basically people's power levels are very conditional. Finally, somebody with a good connection. Hopefully they won't let us time out. I would say that like a tiered list for this game needs to be broken up into like multiple different tiers of like multiple different tier lists of like how good are they as an assist, how good are they as the actual player-controlled character, how good are they when they have super bars to burn, because some characters, like, you know, they're okay. Oh man, I was hoping we get into that match. Some characters are just like okay, and then once they have the bars, they're just ridiculous. Like Super Saiyan Goku, if he has 3 bars, that teleporting Kamehameha is unreactably fast. If you're pressing any button at all when he enters the command, you're getting hit, unless the button you happen to be pressing is do a warp strike. And if you try to warp strike after you see he's activated the command, it's so fast that you can't warp strike away from it on reaction. Like, it's going to hit you if you try that. So if you see him activate his level 3 super teleport Kamehameha, you have to block it. And if you fail to do that, then you're gonna take the hit, and it hits really hard. And having like that 1 frame activation, teleport into position, always has correct zoning, level 3 super is ridiculous. Like, it does a ton of damage, and it is like the easiest move in the game to hit with. It's very hard to block that attack, because they can do it in response to anything. You rush across the stage to try to go after them, and they'll just interrupt your dashing across the stage with the attack, and it'll hit you. I'm gonna try changing servers. Maybe we're in the bad server, because we're not getting it anyway. Try US East Coast. There's a lot more people in this lobby. So I think those are like just the way it works out is there's people have unlocking power tiers. Like Android 21. Android 21's pretty good, but if you stole the right moves, Android 21 is amazing. And like, you might not have the ability to steal the right moves, because what moves you can steal are dependent on your opponent's party. So there's the same person who's been denying our things on the other server, so we'll just reject that so he doesn't deny us again. Hopefully this person will accept. Now I expect AProGoku to have Goku in their party.
Here comes a mighty warrior.
If they don't, I'll be kind of disappointed. If they have Goku Black in their party, that's lame. That's not the same thing. And they've got Vegeta as an assist. Vegeta is basically like the best assist in the game, just because of his ability to hold you in place for so long. Like, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but just holding you still is a big deal.
Are you ready? Go!
Then how about this? I'm not through with you yet! After image! I'm not through with you yet! Over here!
No way! Here! I'm sorry.
That was a little too predictable.
Let's do this!
That really hurts. No, you don't.
I'm not through with you yet! Saw that one! You're ended! Not getting away! Admit defeat! Saw that one! This is Vegeta! The one to kill you! Not getting away! I'll put you out of your misery. I'm going to enjoy punishment of the gods! Take my blade! Not getting away! Here's a present!
Wow, he did it again. Even after seeing the risk of attacking immediately afterwards being threatened, he still went after it again. I guess some people don't learn easily. Uh-oh, that's not good.
I didn't feel pathetic work. I didn't feel pathetic work. I didn't feel get in here.
Now you've done it!
You're wide open!
Super Donut! Here it goes! Attack! Looks like a meteorite crash landed here! How about that? Dynamite kick! I wonder what you taste like.
Alright. So I like to eat people. You should keep that in mind.
There you are!
This guy's tough.
There you are!
What the hell was that?
Are you ready? Wonder how you taste? Fun's not over! Here! It's over! I'll show you!
What?
Here comes the mighty Goten! Too slow! Take this! Your history! You've got to be kidding! There you are! Too slow! Take this! Here you go!
You cocky bastard! Final! Be gone! Be gone! I'm not through with you yet! Take that! Too slow! You're wide! Beat it!
Amazing! I got you!
So you're not totally...
Now you've done it! Super Donut! Here it
Gotta get rid of this Vegeta.
Actually, that's kind of scary. This looks like fun! I'm Superman now! Oh no! Here we go!
And that's it.
I can't die here! Yeah, you're the legendary Super Saiyan. I got it. Just don't steal my thunder, okay?
Are you ready? Fight!
with you yet! Get ahead! Test image! Get ahead! Yeah! Get ahead! Over here! Be gone! I'm not through with you yet! Say your prayers! Thank you! Let's trade!
Dynamite kick!
You're wide open! Beat
I'm
it!
getting dizzy!
Be gone!
That sucks.
Saw that one! I'm not through with you yet!
I hate it when people force swap you and then down heavy counter the swap in. That's kind of broken. I think that's a broken mechanic in my opinion. Because like, it lets them just free combo you.
Be gone! You're wide open! Divine fury!
That was bad timing.
Team, get ready! Here's a present for you! That will fit! Where do you think? Not getting away! I'll put you out of your misery. That will fit it. I didn't feel it. Where do you think you're going? Unthinkable.
Get rid of Goku Black.
Show you.
Where do you think you're going?
There you are.
Is that it?
I'll show you. Taste
Out of my way.
ball. I'm sorry.
Where do you think you're going? Make sure I get to have some fun. What the hell was that? Too slow! You're wide open! Be gone! Useless! Say your prayers! Big bang and you're wide.
Don't blame me if you get hurt.
Fight it out!
I'll be the one to kill you.
Fight it out!
Is that it? Pathetic worm. Bastard! Wow.
There you are.
Where do you think you're... Yeah! Get ready! Yeah!
Are you ready?
I messed up my combo. That's it. I lose because I messed that combo.
Possible!
That was super close. If I didn't drop that combo at the end, I would have won. That's
I
disappointing.
wonder what I should turn you into. The tyranny of choice.
It's all or nothing! Fight it out!
Not going to lose.
Not through with you yet! Move it, you fool! How dare you order me around? Move it, you fool! This is the end! Yeah! This is the end! Yeah! Fear and straight!
Dynamite kick! Here you go! Super! Dynamite!
Get some damage in on this Goku Black.
Attack! Looks like a meteorite crash landed. Ouch! No way! I'm getting dizzy! Ouch! No way!
Be gone! Come back!
Since you've been in.
Are you brave enough to take this one? Final. Keep trying. Yeah, keep trying. Take that. Be gone. Take that. Be gone. Too slow. Disgusting. Eat this. Straight. Be gone. Come back. Take that. Be gone. Too slow. You're wide.
That's annoying.
Let's do this. After an image like that. Eat ahead.
Don't laugh too soon. Oh no.
You're ended. There.
Oh no.
Here for super power! Super Ghost Kamikaze attack!
Useless.
I wonder what you taste like.
Let's do this.
Uncle!
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go!
Open up their defense. Oh, I can't believe that missed.
Fun's not over! No way! I'm here! I'm getting dizzy!
Playtime's over.
There you are!
I'm gonna enjoy this. Where do you think you're going?
I should get rid of 21.
Quit! I'm sick of this crap!
I'm going to take you down.
Fight it out.
Get ready. Take divine fury.
Invulnerability frames of startup.
Punishment of the gods. Take my blade. I'm a demon. I didn't feel pathetic work. Where do you think they are? Oh no. That's it. Oh no.
That sucked.
I'm getting away.
Wonderful.
I didn't feel that.
Freaking Vegeta. I was gonna counter that. I got swept into Vegeta.
Wonderful.
Here's a present for you.
Eat this.
Go.
Get in here. Take that. Be gone. Say your prayers. Be gone. Take this. I'll be the one to kill you. Where do you think you're going? Be gone. I didn't feel that. Where do you think you're going? I didn't feel that. Say your prayers.
Okay, so now he's kind of just walled up. He's using a lot of defense and down heavies, which is probably one of the best strategies in the game. It's not very fun, but if you connect with a down heavy, you get a launch, you get to go into a combo.
Time for another
Get ready.
And just a bunch of beam spamming.
After him. Let's train.
Take that! Take that! Take that! No way!
Pathetic work.
Wonder how you taste. Not bad. I'll show you.
Pathetic work.
Yahoo! Ba, 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 ba. Now you've done it. Disco! Are you ready? No way!
Yeah, sure I get to have some fun. Yes. Be gone! Be gone! Say your prayers, thing like you! Take this! Out of my sight! Useless! Out of my sight! Are you brave enough to take this one? Final blast!
I don't know how to deal with this guy's just defense beam spam solution. It's really lame, but it's very effective too. If he can keep his distance, then he can just keep spamming the beams infinitely. And it lets him get in some good damage.
I'll be the one to kill you. I'll put you out of your misery.
So, it's kind of a pain.
I'll put you out of your misery.
You want a beam spam? You could use some
Sorry.
special bars. Okay.
Here's a present for you. I am unbeatable. This is the end. I didn't feel that. Not getting away. Behold the power of a god. What the hell was that? I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this. Useless. It's pathetic work. What the hell was that? This is the end.
That was annoying.
Impossible!
Well, I think we're going to call that the end of this episode because we spent so long waiting for a match to begin with.
Goku Black! Win!
And quite frankly, fighting this person was frustrating. It wasn't very fun at all because they weren't really interested in playing the game. They just wanted to win. They weren't doing anything cool or anything. They just were hiding behind the overwhelmingly powerful low defense, and then countering any moves that were going to try to break through it with a down heavy, because down heavy is immune to aerial damage, and most of the attacks in the game that can break a crouching defense are aerial moves. And then once they launched once they launch me, they just do a combo real quick, and while I slide along the ground, they situate themselves on the far side of the stage and just beam spam, and that's really boring. So I think we'll call this the end of the episode. I'll see you all in the next episode.